Welcome back, adventurers. Today we are diving into the Misty Vale. We are looking at Dragonbane, the reimagining of the legendary Swedish RPG Drakar och Demoner. If you're coming from 5th edition or Pathfinder, get ready for something faster, deadlier, and yes, sometimes sillier. Today we are going to walk through the entire character creation process step by step. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to forge your legend. Dragonbane describes itself as Mirth and Mayhem. It's a D20 roll-under system that focuses on speed and tactical depth without getting bogged down in hours of number crunching. But before we roll those polyhedrals, you need an avatar, a conduit into the game world. In Dragonbane, you aren't a superhero. You are an adventurer. You are skilled, but you are vulnerable. Let's build one together. Here is our roadmap. The path of creation. There are 13 steps total, but don't let that number scare you. Several of these take seconds to complete. We're going to move from determining your kin and profession to rolling attributes, calculating derived ratings like hit points, and finally equipping your gear. For this walkthrough, we are going to build a character that highlights one of the most iconic aspects of this system. We are making a Mallard Mariner. Let's begin. Step 1. Choose your kin. This is your species or ancestry. Dragonbane offers 6 playable options in the core set: humans, halflings, dwarves, elves, wolfkin, and the fan favorite, mallards. While humans are versatile and wolfkin are terrifying hunters, your choice here determines 2 main things: your movement speed and your innate ability. We are choosing the mallard. Yes, they are duck people. No, you shouldn't underestimate them. Mallards in Dragonbane are fierce, often angry, and typically work as traders, pirates, or mercenaries. They are small, but they pack a punch. Lore-wise, no one knows exactly where they came from. Maybe a sunken island, maybe a magical experiment gone wrong. But mechanically, they offer a unique playstyle that balances rage with mobility. Step 2 is noting your innate ability. Every kin has a unique power that costs willpower points, or WP, to activate. WP is the fuel for all your cool abilities and magic in this game. Usually, a kin gets 1 ability. Mallards are special. They get 2. First, they have Ill-Tempered. For 3 WP, a mallard can activate this on a skill roll to become angry, which is a condition, but they get a boon, advantage, on the roll. It represents their chaotic rage. Second, they have webbed feet. This is passive. It costs 0 WP. It grants a boon to swimming rolls, and they move at full speed in water. If you're playing a human, you'd get adaptive to swap skill bases. If you're a wolfkin, you get hunting instincts. But for us, we are relying on our bad temper. Step 3. The profession. Dragonbane doesn't use classes in the strict sense. You don't unlock a skill tree. Instead, your profession determines your trained skills, your starting gear, and your starting heroic ability. There are 10 professions ranging from the sturdy fighter to the scholarly mage. You can roll a d10 to decide randomly, or just pick the one that fits your concept. Since we are a duck, we belong on the water. We are choosing the mariner. Mariners are sailors, pirates, or river guides. They excel at agility and survival. By choosing Mariner, we are locking in our key attribute, which is agility. This is important because it will determine our potential damage bonus later. We also get a specific list of trained skills, including seamanship, swords, and awareness. Steps 4 and 5, age and name. Age is a mechanical trade-off in Dragonbane. Young characters get +1 to agility and constitution, but only 8 trained skills. Old characters get a penalty to physical stats, but a boost to mental stats, and they start with 12 trained skills. We are going to go with adult. It's the baseline, no attribute modifications, and we get 10 trained skills. And for the name, he is a pirate duck. Let's call him Quackbeard. Step 6. Attributes. The engine of your character. There are 6 standard attributes: strength, constitution, agility, intelligence, willpower, and charisma. To generate them, roll 4d6 and drop the lowest for each stat. Assign them as you see fit. You can swap 2 scores once if you need to optimize. Scores range from 3 to 18. For Quackbeard, we want high agility for fighting and constitution for health. Let's assign a 16 to agility and a 14 to constitution. We'll dump our lowest roll into intelligence because Quackbeard acts on instinct, not logic. Step 7. Derived ratings. Now we do a little math based on those attributes. Movement, based on kin and agility. Mallards are slower on land, base 8 meters. But with high agility, we might bump that up slightly. Hit points, HP. This equals your exact constitution score. If you have 14 Han, you have 14 HP. It's gritty. You aren't a damage sponge. Willpower points, WP. This equals your willpower score. This is your mana pool for abilities. Damage bonus. This is crucial. If your strength or agility is 13 or higher, you get to add extra dice, D4 or D6, to your weapon damage. Since Quackbeard has high agility, he adds a D4 to his attacks with finesse weapons. Step 8. Skills. Skills are rolled on a D20. You want to roll under your skill level. Your attributes give you a base chance, usually between 3 and 7. However, your trained skills, the ones you got from your profession, are doubled. As a mariner, Quackbeard trains in swords. If his base chance from strength is 6, his trained skill is 12. He needs to roll a 12 or under to hit. We also get to pick a few secondary skills. We'll take healing and spot hidden to keep us alive. Note on leveling. You improve skills by using them. If you roll a dragon, a natural 1, or a demon, a natural 20, you mark the skill and try to level it up at the end of the session. A quick side note on magic. Quackbeard is a mariner, so he doesn't start with magic. But if you chose the mage profession, you would pick a school here. Animism, nature spirits, elementalism, fire/water/wind/earth, or mentalism, mind control and body control. Mages don't get a heroic ability at start. Their ability is the capacity to cast spells using willpower points. Steps 9 and 10. Every profession gives you a heroic ability. For the mariner, we get sea legs. This allows us to stand firm on a rocking ship, but more importantly, it lets us fight in water without penalties. Step 10 is your weakness. This is optional but highly recommended for roleplay. You can roll randomly or pick one. Maybe Quackbeard is greedy or vain. If you roleplay your weakness and it gets you into trouble, the GM gives you an extra advancement mark to level up your skills. It pays to be flawed. Let's give Quackbeard greedy. He loves bread and gold. Steps 11 through 13. Gear and details. Your profession gives you starting gear. As a mariner, we grab a cutlass, D8 damage, a few torches, and some rope. You also calculate encumbrance. You can carry items equal to half your strength. Pack light, or you'll be penalized in combat. Step 12 is your memento. This is a sentimental item. It has no mechanical use in combat, but looking at it during a rest helps you recover from conditions like fear or exhaustion. Quackbeard carries a locket with a painting of his first ship. Finally, appearance. Describe your gear, your look, and your vibe. And here he is, Quackbeard the Mallard Mariner. Let's review the sheet. High agility, 16, makes him hard to hit and accurate with his cutlass. Constitution, 14, gives him 14 hydrogen phosphide, decent survivability. Willpower, 15, gives him 15 WP to fuel his ill-tempered rage and his sea legs. He excels at swords and seamanship. He is a fully realized character ready to step out of the tavern and into the dungeon. Dragonbane character creation is designed to be fast. You can roll this character up in 15 minutes once you know the tables. The combination of kin and profession creates immediate flavor, and the weakness system ensures you have role-playing hooks from minute 1. Grab your dice, gather your party, and remember, in Dragonbane, dragons are fast, demons are cunning, and ducks are dangerous. Thanks for watching. May your rolls be high, except for skill checks, keep those low, and your death glorious.